Welcome into week 5 of our 90-day blitz within our 12 lessons to master your mind, to master your life, to master everything that you want and desire to have and actually have it on the physical rather than you just talking about it. We don't make noise here. We aren't mindless. We are trying and succeeding at being mindful to the things that we want and then attracting it with ease as if it was magic. Okay. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell, ring that dang bell in order to be notified every single time I post inside of this playlist, especially if you're wanting to attain better health, wealth, and relationships in your life. This is what is going to turn that key factor on for you to understand why it is you're getting the results you are or why it is you're lacking in the results you want. Okay. Now, as always, hit the like button on this video as soon as you find value, that aha moment. I want to hear from you. And I can only hear from you if you intentionally collaborate. So if you have a comment or a question, please put that in the comment section below. If you have a thought that you want me to hear, I'd love to hear from you. Okay. Now, 6 higher faculties, right? We're going to fortify our 5 senses. We're going to think our way into our results and do it with ease, with magnetic energy. Us being able to look back and be like, whoa, that was totally magical. Where it seems and it feels like an overnight success, but really you're stepping into the 6 higher faculties for how to create your life. So when it happens, you're like, duh, I knew that was coming. I could feel it because I created it, right? The last 2 of the 6 higher faculties that we're going to be talking about, write them down. Write them down. They are, I just forget what they are. If you know me, you know that that's pretty funny that I just blanked on that. The 6 higher faculties, the last 2 that we're going to talk about is reason and intuition. See, I had to think about that for a second. Reason. Your reasoning factor in your mind, right? You've learned your subconscious mind, you have your conscious mind, you have your subconscious mind, you have your physical body, which lands you the results. Don't like your results, go back to what you thought that became emotion for you in your subconscious mind, right? When you reason into something, you reason your way around it. You reason the logic, but then you step into the reasoning combining with intuition. Then and only then are you going to actually attain the results that you want. Okay, listen to me again as I say that. When I use my reasoning factor, I look at the possibilities around me. I try to take evidence from someone who inspires me or a situation that I want to attain myself, and I reason with it. I say, okay, here's my plan. Here's all of everything I'm going to do. I then fantasize that thing, just like you learned in week 1. I fantasize the thing. I turn that thing from a theory to a fact. The only way I can turn it into a fact is when I combine my reasoning factor with my intuition. Now, what is intuition? I'm actually going to pull it up live as we are here right now because I want to know the actual definition of what that is. Let's see. Intuition, the ability to understand something immediately. Ooh, that's like an all-knowing, victorious type of vibe. I'm just saying. Your intuition is the ability to understand something immediately without the need for conscious reasoning. Okay. Reasoning by itself is not enough. Just like memory by itself is not enough. Memory, just like we learned about the other day, memory can actually hinder us if we're not using the memory to our advantage, projecting it to the future of what we actually want, right? That's part of your 6 higher faculties. That's what we learned the other day. When you only have reasoning, you only have the logic for why and how you're going to do something, you plan it out like a logical person, right? That's not going to help you. That's going to have Groundhog Day. When you combine reasoning, one of your 6 higher faculties, with intuition, the intuition is the ability to understand something immediately without the common of, is this logical? Do I have a plan? Is it factual? The only way something goes from theory to fact is by you intuitively being inspired to take action on the thing you desire, right? Write that down if you're a note taker. I'm not kidding. Okay. It also says a thing that that one knows or considers likely from instinctive feeling rather than conscious reasoning. So again, you have your subconscious, which is where your reasoning is. It's where your memory is. It's what you have known. It's what you've seen, right? When you combine those types of things, so your memory and your reasoning factor with, what did we say last time? Imagination. You combine those two things with imagination and now intuition, then and only then are you going to actually create the life that you desire. You combine these six higher faculties. Combine these six higher faculties, how you perceive life. You hear something on the radio, you see something happen, you perceive it in a negative way that does not help you. You then flip the script because you know there's a bipolar opposite to that. You then will yourself within that, which means you have organized victory. There is a process to being disciplined in your focus, right? You then having the understanding to have memory, a memory that happened a day ago, a year ago, 3 hours ago, whatever memory serves you for what it is you want now, you project that onto the future. You feel what it feels like to have the 8 cells, the 32 cells, the whatever example we gave, right? You project it here. Don't you think you'd be getting more cells? You would, because your memory served you. It's the same with what you imagine for your life, how you visualize what you see for yourself in images. Okay. And then when you land, and the last two you're actually using for your six higher faculties, the reasoning factor for your life. Go out into the world, find someone who has done something that you want to do, reason with how they did it, have the logic come because you can't have the conscious mind without the subconscious, like inside, outside, up, down. You got to have both. Your conscious mind is the reasoning. The subconscious would be your intuition. You can know that you're made for more, and then your reasoning can kick in for how you're going to do that. Okay? If that makes sense for you, please drop the word "makes sense" right now. Drop that phrase for me. This can get really, really, really deep. In fact, these six higher faculties could be something that I could teach on as its own entire course, entire training, because they go into so much depth. And if you found value from this, all these little nuggets, these one sentence, these little liners that helped you, give me a like on this video, drop a comment or a question if you've got one, and we'll see you on the next day. Thanks for popping on. I hope it was super valuable for you. Six higher faculties, forfeit those freaking five senses. Those things are liars. You know that now. Reroute, decline, reject them often, and go into what you're made of by using and magnifying these six higher faculties. We'll see you on the next video. With grace, Kirsty.